The Hospicio Cabañas is an early 19th century hospital, workhouse, and orphanage built in the form of an enormous square. The Hospicio Cabañas is located in Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, and it is considered one of the oldest and biggest hospitals in Spanish America. It was founded on 1791 by the Bishop of Guadalajara, and its name was given thanks to Juan Ruiz de Cabañas. The designer of this piece of art was the architect from Mexico City, Manuel Tolzá. His design was born basing his ideas on classical structures. Some examples of this can be Les Invalides in Paris and El Escorial near Madrid. Hospicio Cabañas measures 164 by 145 meters and 7.5 meters in height. The chapel is twice as high and has a dome to the height of 32.5 meters. This construction lasted until 1829, after Cabañas' death on 1823. Even though there was a time when this place was used as a barracks in the middle of the 19th century, it continued to function on 1980, when José Clemente Orozco placed one of his finest creations here, the allegory of the Man of Fire. It contains about 23 internal courtyards and gardens, together with two large domed chapels and more than 56 murals of major importance and significance, painted by Orozco.
Audio Jungle.
Palacio de Gobierno is a beautiful architectonic piece located in the historical center of Guadalajara, which illustrates the Plaza de Armas and its precious French-style kiosk. This place was built on 1650, but then was demolished due to a tremor. It was then rebuilt on 1790. The inferior court is described as harmonic. This place also keeps amazing murals done by José Clemente Orozco, and historical events took place here. One of them was Miguel Hidalgo abolishing slavery. La Rotonda de los Jaliscienses Ilustres is a big Mexican monument located right in the heart of the historical center in Guadalajara, right next to the Metropolitan Cathedral. La Rotonda characterizes itself for being a huge ring of stone sustained by 17 columns, which contain 98 boxes where people deposit the leftovers of the Hombres Ilustres de Jalisco, those who left their mark and a great legacy of history in the Perla Tapatía. On its exterior, a great garden with bushy trees right in front of the monument makes it a perfect place for a good photography, which is what attracts tourists. This place also characterizes itself for having 22 statues of the character that are more important in the history of Jalisco. Some of them can be el jurista Luis Vallarta, el científico Leonardo Oliva, el poeta Enrique González Martínez, el historiador Luis Pérez Verdía, el insurgente Pedro Moreno, el educador Manuel López Cotilla, el reformador Valentín Gómez Farias, el pintor José Clemente Orozco, between much more others.
Audio Jungle.
La Catedral de Guadalajara is one of the most beautiful monuments in the city and the most representative icon in the historical center of Guadalajara. It is also known as La Catedral Metropolitana or Catedral de Basílica de la Asunción de María Santísima, and it has a great history of more than 4 centuries. Its history begins in 1561 when Rey Felipe II ordered its construction. It was thought it would be one of the most important and religious centers in Nueva España. But this couldn't happen because the construction took more than 50 years to be concluded. Nevertheless, the result was worth it. and the cathedral was recognized as one of the biggest architecture structures, which was on charge of architect Martin Garcia. The cathedral offers different perspectives. It can be appreciated with peace in every of the four places. El Museo Regional de Guadalajara is located in the Seminario Tridentino de San José. It was built on the late 18th century and it is outstanding due to its central yard. This building had other functions. It served as jail and as war room in the independence. Later, it became the Museo de Bellas Artes. It was inaugurated as the Museo Regional in the 1976 and it is handled by the Instituto Nacional de Antropología e Historia. It counts with temporary and permanent expositions in which you can find pieces of paleontology, archaeology, and other pieces of art. In every room, you can be learning more about the history of Jalisco until you get to the colony. Walking through el Paseo Hospicio del Centro Histórico, just before getting into Plaza Tapatía, you can find with a very attractive sculpture which represents el escudo de armas de la ciudad de Guadalajara. This figure is conformed by two lions laying on their feet over a tree in sign of victory. On its sides, there is a 6-meter high bar which tells that this place is known as Guadalajara in 1539. Tourists never forget to take a picture of memory in this beautiful monument that forms part of this beautiful city. El Teatro del Gollado is one of the most beautiful architectonic jewels located in the historical center of Guadalajara. It is a neoclassic style building following the influence of the Italian theater. Its history begins in the mid-19th century when it came out the idea of edificating a theater that was for inhabitants of the city. And this was how it was placed the first rock with what will become the most traditional theater in Guadalajara on the 5th of March of 1855 under the government of José Santos de Gollado, who gives the name to this beautiful theater. It was built by the architect Jacobo Galvez, and after 10 years of harsh work, this building opened its gates with the name of Teatro Alarcón in honor to the Mexican Juan Ruiz de Alarcón de Mendoza, the 13th of September of 1866. El Teatro de Gollado is a place where a lot of cultural events took place. It has a capacity for 1,027 spectators. When you are walking next to the Plaza Tapatía, it is possible to observe a sculpture with no comparison. We must be talking about a big fountain, La Fuente de Innovación a Quetzalcoatl. In the center of Plaza Tapatía, it was placed years ago this singular fountain. It was done by artist Victor Manuel Contreras, who comes from Jalisco. This piece of art is considered one of the tallest in the world. This fountain, as its name says, represents the inmolación de Quetzalcoatl, the moment when he ascends from the earth into the infinite to get to the sun, and this way light could come to earth. It is a sculpture with 25 meters in height, others 4 of its surroundings 6 meters tall. It has an incredible weight of 23 tons. Around this beautiful structure, you can find a big fountain with the form of a flower that makes this monument even beautiful. This beautiful fountain is located in Plaza Tapatía in the center of Guadalajara. So this was it. This is just a small piece of how amazing this city is. It is filled with secrets, but most of them are beautiful. Thanks for watching.